Tonight on Pure Country Reacts, we are reviewing scary TikToks. And we love scary stuff. We love horror movies. We love scary games. We love scary things caught on camera. Could it be reels? Anything like that caught on camera to sort of kind of support that there is a spiritual realm out there outside of our own. And a lot of people don't believe in stuff like that. However, we do believe in that, and we also are aware of otherworldly things on the spiritual realm, considering we have experienced paranormal activity for ourselves. And since, obviously, it's not been said, but my daughter is actually a medium, and so this is something that we've dealt with our entire lives, ever since Lexi was brought home as a baby is when the paranormal activity started happening at our house. So after years of researching and looking into it, we finally was able to verify what I had thought for a really long time, and that Lexi was born with gifts, the Claires and stuff like that. But this video isn't about us. This video is about scary TikToks. And it's always been something interesting to me before I ever met her dad or before, we ever had her. So she is sort of kind of like us, and these are things that fascinate, interest her, and sometimes you can even surprise us. Most of the time you can't, but sometimes we are, surprised by what can get caught on camera. I'd love to be able to catch something on camera, but I'm not that fast. So anyway, join us in looking at scary TikToks. Let's see. Could these be real? Could these not be real? Let's see. What do you think? And to even remotely make my hair raise up. I went by this abandoned house. Oochie poochie. Oh, I really like the house. And every day it's vacant. Okay.
Yeah.
Every day it's black inside. Okay. A dog just sitting there. All right, so let's see it. Wait, I thought I saw something on the windows. Did I not? I'm getting ready to stop this because I want to catch.
There's a line in there.
A what?
A lot.
Oh, the light is on. Okay. Okay, electricity's still on in there. Let us know if you want us to get closer. You need our permission?
People would rather commit suicide for views.
I'm telling you. And I wouldn't want you to do that at all, but we're not telling you to break into the home. Walk a little closer. See if you can hear something going on inside. It does not mean that something supernatural is going on in that house. It could be a squatter. Hey, and he got lucky, too, if there's still power in the dang house. Oh, okay, so they're going to go back to the abandoned house, I guess.
At night, no less. Really?
Okay, the same light was on. Cool beans. Figure seems to be a headless mannequin. Really? Is the headless mannequin pulling the curtain to the side to look
well,
out?
The reason why they're saying that is because it seems like it's
no
not
head.
moving, but there's no head either.
Albert says, "No, you can go on without me. I'll wait out here." Albert.
I want to show you how a Ouija board works for those who wanted to know what it looks like when someone's actually...
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this here. And for the pure reason is I know immediately what she is going to say. And what are you going to say about the Ouija board? Even the game board, okay? This technically is not a real Ouija. But it still is what? I'm going to let her tell you.
It's a gateway, and you are willingly opening it and allowing evil forces into your home and your space. And you will become the next victim if you mess with this stuff. You're asking for it. If there's anybody I know that has a Ouija board, I'm unfriending them immediately because I do not need their demons coming to my house. I already have enough of them as it is.
You don't, and definitely never open doors that you cannot close. So really, I know it's a Parker game. It's not real. It is still a portal.
It's still a portal.
I mean, me and Lexi could sit down like they did in what was the part 2 movie, The Conjuring 2, where the kids had, made. You could make your own Ouija board if you want to.
It's still a portal.
It still is a portal.
I mean, if you think about it, now they've said it before sometimes in other movies, documentaries, and all that. If you were to hear 3 knocks on the door, and you open it, and you see nothing out there, you have willingly let this thing into your house.
You've invited it in.
So basically, with the Ouija board, including one that's made, one that's a board game, you have willingly let something into your home. So they can do whatever they want to you in your house, including your pets. And you know what? They go for the pets first because they're the first ones to warn you.
Yep.
If anything is wrong.
And they don't want you to be warned. So
just ask Sadie from Conjuring 1.
Exactly. Just go ahead and say no to Ouija boards, spirit boards, etc. We'll go ahead and see what's going on with this chick. Obviously, she wants to be sexy with her Ouija. Let's go ahead and watch though.
Actually using one. Notice the box says ages 8 and up, but if you're under the age of 18, you should probably ask your parents before doing it. Before starting, I light white candles. Here's me asking a few questions. I know we're new here and we're just
Candles ain't gonna save you.
Because it looks like too, she's got a lot of different herbs and things hanging up here. I'll be interested in knowing what some of these are. I know that mistletoe is good to hang above your door.
Any entrance, mistletoe is perfect for that. The thing is if these are types of herbs you're supposed to burn, them sitting there is not really going to do anything for you. But really, they don't do anything for you in general because they just kind of piss them off. And the thing is, like I said, the white candles ain't going to save you either, because if you're one of these people now, if you know more about seance, I can tell you if you don't. When you do a seance, you cannot have the answers in your mind for your question if you're asking something specific. You're trying to get somebody specific, like a family member. Because the thing is, if there's a demonic spirit connected to this, which usually they always are.
They can get in.
They can get in by making it seem like they're your family member by answering the question you just thought of because you had the answer in your mind. So,
you'd really have to have somebody who is very skilled in knowing about seances, because you need somebody there who is knowing what's going on.
And if you did something wrong, they had to be able to work it out.
Yeah, to close it down and shut it down.
That's why if you've seen The Host from, what was it called? The site we saw it on? Shudder?
Yes.
Shudder. Yes. If you've seen The Host from Shudder, they allowed something in because they did not follow the rules, and you saw the first one was kicked out was the psychic, because she would be able to stop it.
She would have been able to shut it down. So her disconnection was severed immediately. And
that's why it's never safe to do it on electronics, because demons and evil forces do travel through electronics. They do. Just ask the ring.
Exactly. Okay, let's see. She thinks the white candles and her herbs is going to be okay. That is not going to keep a doorway closed. Also, a lot of things require people to encircle themselves in salt. They do not have a protective salt barrier around them. So there's several things going on here. Like I said, we specifically can't tell what these are just by looking at them, because I don't know nothing about herbs and things like that.
Really, if they wanted herbs, blue sage and white sage is good. I would say frankincense and dragon's blood are also very good.
Frankincense is really good.
But those things are kind of futile when you've allowed something and you've invited them in. That's kind of useless.
Right.
I'm just saying.
But anyway, let's go ahead and see.
I already feel it ain't good. Yeah, they're right behind you.
Oh my god, it said yes. And do you mind me sharing this video with my friends to tell them how to talk?
Yeah, always remember to say goodbye. Saying goodbye, don't close the door. Thank you.
Hey guys, so today I'll be telling you the story of Lick Me. So like I said, they heard really loud pounding noises echoing through the house, so they ran to the garage and locked it. Her mom then called the police and was like, "Help, someone's in our house." After what seemed like hours, 2 police officers finally arrived. They went to the garage to talk to them and ask them about what had happened, while one of them went to search the house. After the police officer finally came back from searching the house, he said that it was okay to come back in and that nobody was inside, but he did ask, "Whose room is upstairs?" They looked at the girl and were like, "That's her room." So then the officer asked the girl to follow him. As they were walking to her room, she noticed muddy footprints which led to her room. The officer pointed at her door, which had been open the whole night. In black marker, times were written. Part 3 is already up and it's the last part.
Yeah, okay.
Hey guys, so today I'll be telling you the time I encountered shadow people twice.
Good
So,
for you.
shadow people are real.
Do not mess with them. The thing is, now, if you were to be one of these people, because the thing is, if I hear something, I'll look it up. So, as I was learning about more of the spirit world, if you were to look about anything regarding shadow people, there's barely anything.
Little is known about shadow people, so that's really something best known for people who have more, oh God, I don't even know, stronger people that are further into their paths, whatever they may call themselves or whatever they may be. People can't just do things like that. You've got to know what you're doing.
No, they were skilled people too. The thing is they're dangerous. You just can't.
Right.
Mess
I mean,
with
there's
them.
just not a lot known about them. And when she says that she looks something up, we're not talking about we're going to one site. We're talking about
Several.
it. Yeah, we're talking about it takes her months to research things. So, definitely, spirit realm, things aren't something to mess around with, but definitely just don't mess with shadow people. Okay.
They are typically created by a lot of negative energy in a house. Like if a family is constantly fighting or arguing, it's basically anger mostly.
First time, it was when I was really young. I can't remember, but we lived at our old house. And basically, I was watching TV, and from the corner of my eye, I saw somebody pass by, and I thought it was my dad that had got home, but I just never noticed. So I went to look for him, and so I followed the shadow because I seen it went into my room. So I went into my room, and I saw it go into the bathroom. So
I don't think she's actually really talking about a shadow person. I think maybe she is saying a spirit.
It's a spirit. The thing is you would feel the ominous energy coming off of
Negative
it. It
energy.
would be extremely negative. It would, like, honestly, just passing by, you would already feel it. You wouldn't even have to really think about it.
Or
Like,
even know anything's there, really.
yeah,
right?
you wouldn't. You'd feel it because the thing is they typically hide in corners and they hide behind walls and
In the dark,
and
yeah.
they're peeking at you and they watch you. And the thing is you kind of have to talk out how it got there in the first place. Was there any altercations? Was
Violence.
there problems? Was there violence between your family or somebody who lived there before? I mean, you kind of have to go into all those causes. 'Cause the thing is, if none of that really happened, then I don't think it would be a shadow person.
Possibly,
It'd be a
it's possibly a spirit, and I'm assuming that it's making itself known if it's
Yes.
allowing her to see, unless she is gifted in some way.
Well,
with-
she did say peripheral vision, and I will tell you a fun fact. Your peripheral part of your eyes, where you just see things in the corner of your eye, is the most sensitive to spirits. So if you see something in the corner of your eye that wasn't there, that's because you experienced something, because that part of your eye is not blocked out by your mind. Because when you think about it, this part of your eye right here, the very middle of it, your mind will process things, but it'll kind of block it out because it doesn't believe it.
All right, but who has not ever seen something in their peripheral vision? I think everybody has saw something that wasn't there in their peripheral vision. So think about it.
I checked in the restroom and it wasn't there. So I was like, my dad probably went in my closet. So I went in my closet, nobody was there. I checked the whole house and nobody was there. And I know you're like, why is a little girl like out home by herself? Well, I've always been mature for my age, so my parents could always trust me. But yeah, when I had went outside, because I was like, I know my dad's here, like I'm not crazy. I had went to check, my dad's truck wasn't there, and I was completely alone. Comfort part 2, I'll tell you about the second time I encountered it.
She's gifted. That's why she sees things, and that's why when she refers to herself as she's already been mature, she is probably one of those considered an old soul, which is she's considered an old soul by her the person who actually sort of kind of helps her
Mentor.
her mentor.
And a priest even said it.
Yeah, and she's actually been verified by a priest as well. But yeah, it's she's gifted as what she is, and a lot of times those people can be old souls, and sometimes they're not really old souls. So, but she obviously has some gifts. She's going to need to look into those.
Work through them.
Work through
Because the thing
them.
is there's going to be some tough times when you come into that world.
but it's also good because she's been given certain gifts. She needs to look into what those gifts are and learn how to use those to benefit her and the people around her. I'm not talking monetarily. I'm talking about being able to protect, being able to maybe bless those people, being able to guide those people through some bad times as well as herself. So,
A shadow person.
okay,
This is the room I'm staying in tonight. This is the murdered room.
cool.
Imagine the activity if we were to stay in that room.
Especially, I mean, with you being there.
Yeah, 'cause the thing is people like me. Now, this is how my mentor described it. She said people who are gifted tend to be a light, a beam of light
In the dark.
towards any other spirit or even evil things. And so they are easily attracted to us.
And they move towards that
Yeah.
light.
So being in a highly active area is not usually a good thing, especially since, we've told you in the last video, my dad has been ill. Now, he's been ill for years, and we've been to hospital many times. And I can tell you, being to the hospital, for me, is not fun.
Because she attracts those because in a hospital, a lot of death happens in a hospital. I mean, and that's just a normal thing because people are sick. Some people have been in accidents and they do pass on. All hospitals typically have a morgue inside, so you basically have a lot of spirits. She is typically uncomfortable at hospitals, although she's wanting to go into the nursing field.
Which it might be changing because of...
Yeah, we're not really sure right now because of all the pressures from the government and businesses to force vaccines on people. However, that is what she's led into because what she does is she helps people. That is her life path is to help others. And so any active place tends to sort of kind of go towards her, especially the last neighborhood we lived in was a highly active place back in Civil War days and stuff.
Yeah, the highly in Civil War days, but also the fact that that being Civil War battleground area, there was many, yes, you're going to hear me, there was many portals there. There's a way in and a way out.
Mm-hmm. One's an entrance, one's an exit.
Yeah, and most of the portals, there was 9 of them to be exact on our neighborhood. That many of the bad things were coming in to the neighborhood. So it was constantly active. Our power was always dying off. We barely had heat sometimes.
Flickering
lights. Oh, yeah, and there would even be something that would trigger our fire alarm in the middle of the night.
Oh, for months it did that. It triggered the fire alarm, and I took one. There was 2 of them. One of them was in the kitchen, which would go off every night, and then when my feet would hit the floor and I would go to check it, I immediately would think there was a fire. It would go off immediately. So I took it down, and the other one would start going off.
And it never did before.
And it never ever went off before. So it was a very active place. There were some negative things that ended up happening there. We won't go into what those things were, however. But especially a place that had violence, like Lizzie Borden, who was said to have murdered her family. This would definitely be a place I think it would be maybe fun for me, but not so much fun for her.
I mean, it's interesting if they ever want to communicate if it's a victim of some sort. But the thing is anybody violent or any angry or evil residue there is not going to be fun for me.
No. It doesn't go away.
No, and the thing is there's things that I've been taught that I can close stuff off, but the problem is it's almost like just a muffler. It doesn't completely close it out. If I wanted my hearing to be shut down, it's just muffled. So I don't get any rest from it.
No. Okay, let's see about the Lizzie Borden murder room.
Everything. I'm going to break all the lamps in this place. This is where I'm staying at. And this is where the stepmother got murdered.
What they say,
whatever
yeah.
you want to say. Right here. And this is where I'm going to be sleeping right there. Look how beautiful this bed is. I'm not sure if this is the original bed.
It's very pretty.
When we do our tour.
I mean, the old stuff.
The old-fashioned stuff are so gorgeous.
Yeah, it was made immaculately.
You see the picture. There's where she is. Actually, I think that is the bed. If you look in the mirror here, or this picture, it looks just like the bed right here.
Hello?
Don't ever call out hello. going to say hi to you.
Yeah. Just visiting.
Do you really think that they're that friendly? I mean, come on now.
Don't say anything, because if somebody you know, they're going to let you know before they come to your house. And they're probably not going to walk in the middle of the night because they probably don't have a key.
Well, I mean, some people do have a key. The thing is, they text you before they even get there.
Yeah.
Or they call you
Or they come
something.
in and they flip the lights on. I'm here. Sorry I didn't get to let you know it's coming.
Or doorbell. I mean, they let you know somehow.
Oh my god!
It looks like a cloth almost.
Footage. Yeah, you can replay, but you can't tell me that's... Can I see through this person? Go back across. Yeah, they're a little transparent. Okay. I'll go with that.
I agree with this comment, and this isn't the only thing creepy that happened in his home. He noticed this blanket right above me rolled up in some kind of sitting position, and when he went to go pull it off, nothing was underneath. I'm gonna roll the clip right now.
Okay, number one, I think it's really, really crazy when I see a grown-ass man with tattoos breathing this hard over a blanket that's in a ball on the floor. Okay? I think these people should be like, you know, I'm going to yank that blanket up off of you.
Daredevils.
Exactly. No fear. He's breathing pretty heavily, though, so he obviously fears the unknown, which you should. Pretty cool. That was cool. Dude, why are you on the floor?
That's
weird.
That's a shadow person.
Yeah, and they weren't hiding either.
The thing is, shadow people, if they catch you actually watching them, they do not hide because they know they can kill you whenever they want. And they're typically solid black. There's
That's
no
when they're
facial features.
shadow.
There's nothing you can make out except the human form, and it's completely solid.
And that actually really looked deliberate.
Yeah,
like
it
they
was-
were making themselves
I mean, because you saw it before, because there was a man going to his basement and it peeped its head out,
It
and then
really
they
did.
don't care.
That is something that blew my mind, and you cannot blow our minds very easily, okay? That really blew my mind. But it's not a demon either.
It's not a demon. It's not even a.
Entity or nothing.
No.
I don't think people really know what they are.
It's devil made.
Yeah, it's yeah, I guess it would be more demonic because it does come from negative energy, but it's not a demon. Okay, it is not
One
a ghost.
person that actually made it through somewhat of a good research before they were killed by the one they were working with. It was basically they are devil made by the devil himself. That's why they have no feelings. Thing is the demons themselves were already fallen angels, and some were made by those fallen angels, so they already had some type of good or some type of humanity in them somewhat. they were already alive somewhat. Thing is these were made out of pure evil, so they have no feeling.
That one was okay letting itself be known, because really, if you think about it, this person is in I guess its domain, wherever
Yep,
this is,
deserted.
and it's dark, and usually these paranormal investigators and stuff will go into these places and they're not flipping lights on if there's power there, and there may not be power there. If there's power, they're not flipping it on, because that's when things can be more easily seen in the dark. So this one was okay being seen.
That's the thing is, it already has this man by his thumb, because really, you think about it, you're dead meat. And
Or you could be dead meat.
There's not even much of a challenge, so
Right.
why hide?
Yeah, and maybe it wants to toy with you a little bit. Who knows?
That's one thing you gotta love about them. They kind of remind you of mannequins. You know, they're lifeless, but they look like humans. It's just freaky.
That's sort of interesting. Yeah, let's go ahead and see. This can't be very long anyway.
하지 마세요.
Looks like there's two of them.
Was there another one? Oh, dude, yeah. It's time to say bye. Why are you running towards it? He was running towards it. Was he not? Or do you think he turned around and started running?
Something, but
Walking in the middle of the night. All right, let's see it. Possibly. Definitely female dress.
that's one thing I find interesting is a lot of the Middle East actually have more of these white figures that wander around.
That's really weird. Wonder why.
See, you kind of wonder, and the thing is they almost look like they're...
Women, don't they?
Well, they usually look like women, but they also look like they're in these huge cloaks. Like, I mean, you see somewhat of a face, but it's like they wander around in those cloaks and they just walk. They don't even try to bother you.
And if it's the Middle East, then possibly it could be someone with, I'm guessing I don't know the proper name for that, but maybe burqas or the complete coverings that females wear.
So. That's the thing is, it's odd that it's mostly women and they're white. And then you have a lot of things down, the south of the Middle East, and over here in the West, we have a lot of black figures of things that are typically very bad.
Yeah, differences maybe depends on the
folklore.
Folklore, the era, what actually happened, when it happened to it, who it happened to.
Ain't no telling. Depends on the area too.
Yeah, definitely. We saw it the first time. That's probably what I would do though. Is just film it. I wouldn't try running up to it or anything.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Well, I think this one wasn't really so much about wanting to be seen. You hear our cat playing with the ball, so just disregard.
They like to do things when we're busy.
Yeah, they do. They always know.
I'll just tell you.
There's zero light, and it's huge. We'll let you check it out.
Face to almost die.
This is one of the rooms here in the basement that I was told had a lot of activity.
Oh, very distorted.
And
okay, so he's paranormal
we got a camera set up here.
Why would you do this alone, though?
Well, maybe they split up like...
You're more vulnerable that way.
But maybe they split up like the one that Dad watches.
It's
There's
still
another creepy
stupid.
room right here.
Yeah, Mr. List Paranormal.
So if there's anybody in here that wants to talk to me, you can do it now. Any words?
If they
Anything
wanted
you
to,
can
they
say?
would have.
I'm not here to harm anybody. I just want to hear your voice.
Oh, they probably want to harm you, though. I mean...
Can you talk to me?
Something possibly being thrown, and he's getting the heck out of Dodge, which is exactly the appropriate thing to do. So, I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here and say that demonic presences, demonic entities, shadow people, attachments, and things like that are drawn to negativity and especially like weakness in people. And what do you think about, and this video is said to be from 2021, June of 2021. Okay, that we are now in December of 2021. What has been going on in our nation, especially in the United States, for the past 5 years? Nothing but hate, negativity, and pitting people against other people. So a lot of activity, let's just go ahead and say it, is picked up a lot in a lot of places, and it's because of the negativity and the hate and the angst amongst different groups of people. So you can pay close attention to things like that as well. So this is said to be from Georgia, and I hope I haven't given this big speech and nothing happens, but let's go ahead and look.
Yep, give it to me. See if you can scare me.
It's said to be scary footage.
It's very old.
Very old.
Vintage kinda.
Yeah, I can see that.
Is it abandoned though?
Hello.
I'd say probably bad.
I mean, everything in there looks not really all that bad, you know what I'm saying?
Look at her. Creepy looking. A lot of old.
I mean, look at it. I don't like that the camera keeps jumping around.
What's that?
Is this supposed to add to the...
Effect?
Yeah.
I'm sure. It's dramatic effect.
It's locked. Why would they want somebody to
Let them keep their secrets. It's probably for a reason.
Oh.
Okay. I'm not seeing... Let's see. Let me see if I can... I'm trying to get it. Okay. Okay, I don't really see anything. Do you see anything?
I don't hear anything either.
Yeah.
It's the static he's making for the camera is not.
Okay, I see what it is. This is swinging.
Oh, the light's swinging, huh?
That's all that bothers you?
I guess. Okay, I can tell you the popping around of the camera angles in the video is very disruptive.
It's making my head hurt.
Yeah, it's not helpful. Why is it popping around? I don't know if you're trying to add to the emotion behind the video, but it doesn't help. Just show us what you see.
Take them down, right? Yeah, that's so weird. There's literally cobwebs.
Because I can guarantee you, your battery, your camera's not doing that garbage. If it is, you need to get another one.
Dude, this is insane. Yeah, let's just put them back, right? Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out, unless this is one of those places where you can go and investigate paranormal
I guess
activity.
it looks like there's 3 of them. 3 investigators.
Right above the kitchen sink.
Them is some tiny, those stairs, you can barely, I don't even think you can get a whole foot on that step.
Yeah, this is really hurting my head.
Yeah, I don't need the popping around and the special effects. See how little those steps are?
Oh no.
Are those for like people with tiny feet?
Oh my God. How? What? What the?
Okay, is that all you're worried about?
Yeah.
What'd you see? What? What's behind that tree?
Niana, what is that?
Shadow person.
Could very well be. It didn't give off shadow either.
I mean, 'cause that's
What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Are you okay?
A Ouija board, motherfucker? Oh, hell no.
Oh, heck no.
What the?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I had the camera on me.
I agree with you.
What the fuck is wrong with you? If you don't get your
Unfriend them, block them, cut them off.
What the?
Exactly. And a lot of times people ask for garbage. Do I want to talk to my grandmother who passed away? Do I want to talk to my best friend? He passed away. No, you don't. You want to talk to something and you want to find out some weird crap about it. So, yeah, no, you're inviting crap.
Get that out of my fucking face.
No, the devil is in you. I will rebuke your ass real quick. Fuck wrong with you? Fuck no.
Nah, block them, cut them out.
What the fuck? Oh.
And they had made their own.
I'm gonna bring my fucking uncle over here. My uncle a pastor.
And that's going to finish it for us with the scary TikToks. And if you haven't already, please subscribe so you'll know when our videos come out. And a thumbs up would be really appreciated. Make sure also that you share our videos with friends and family. I'm sort of getting our YouTube channel sort of kind of, in order and a little more organized. So we've got a little something for the horror fan out there. We've got horror movie commentary. We've got some anime going on out there with the Attack on Titan series. We have the BTS series going on for those who like BTS. We have reaction videos, and we've even started some cooking. So, like I say, if you hadn't done it already, please subscribe. And until our next video, peace.